Closing arguments today, prosecution, not that many surprises, kind of just walked through everything that we already knew through the case. They did show that awful picture of J.J. Vallow again, where he had his hands and feet in duct tape. That was like one of the worst things I've ever seen. The jury just looked stunned. Defense, a lot of new information though. You know, they were quiet throughout the trial. They spoke up in their closing, basically blaming everything on Chad, saying that they believe he's responsible for JJ and Tylee's murders, and saying that Lori was essentially brainwashed all along because she thought that Chad was Jesus.
You know, it would be very interesting, Brian, after this is done, and I'm sure you'll be one of the first to learn it, if the Vallow team was handcuffed by her not wanting to go after her husband. Because this would have been the case that they would have put on. And maybe the compromise was, you got to let us say it at closing or you're going to go away for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if that's why they didn't make that in a real case.
Yeah, I thought that too, and I didn't think they'd bring up Chad in the closing for that reason, but I mean, they went after him hard, Chris. It wasn't just like a little bit. I mean, they said he was responsible for the murders. They said that he, at one point they said that he didn't care about Jesus. The only thing he cared about was the storm, and we learned in the trial that the storm was a nickname for his penis.
Yep.
So I mean, they really went after this guy.
Right, and the defense counsel cried a couple of times, once talking about Jesus and what his message was. But I still think, you know, I'll take it to the better minds, but I just think if they waited just for the closing to do it, I wonder if it's too little too late.